Hello, hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome to Stars with Stasi, where no matter who or what you are on this cosmic journey, you are welcome here. I'm Stasi, your trusted psychic, intuitive reader, and fellow Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, we're just doing a quick reading to check in with the universe today. And if you are interested, you can hang tight till the end of the reading. And I have a couple of personal updates about myself and Stars with Stasi for those of you that are my returning subscribers. Or if you are new here, welcome home. All right, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at what the messages are for the week ahead or whenever you come across this message. Number 3, intuition. This reads intuition versus fear. Connect to the soul. Trust yourself and source. And number 3 is a number of creation. And I feel that this is a time when your intuition, your gut, your inside feelings, those butterflies that are all the way deep down, those, pay attention to those. Definitely I am, which is part of what I will be discussing with you guys later on. And this reads number 6, cleanse and release. Cleanse and release. Clear your blocks. Listen to your system and let your energy flow. So this is about listening to what's going on in your body, your mental health, your physical health. And then this reads number 32, jeweled web connectivity, right? So this to me is a lot about networking, a lot about connecting with yourself and connecting with your guides. So comment below and let me know how all of you are doing. How has this last few weeks been playing out for you? Depending on when you are watching this, we are in eclipse season and today is September 15th. So let's see here. I just saw the Empress card, the Knight of Wands, and Justice card. So it does feel to me that karmic balance is well underway. A lot of people are witnessing that play out in their lives. Especially if you've had someone work against you, I feel that justice, karmic justice, legal justice has been showing up for Scorpio in the last several readings. So, again, may not apply to everyone, but if it is for you, that's great news. All right, let's see here. I just also saw the Queen of Swords. So a lot of clarity coming through perhaps in matters of injustice. But I also feel that this is more or less for where you have been seeking truth in matters related to yourself, right? How to proceed forward, what to do next. That kind of energy is coming through. I have here the Moon card, the 9 of Cups, and the 5 of Cups. That's interesting, Scorpio. I feel like a lot of Scorpios are taking time to be alone and find their path. Devil card at the bottom of the deck. So definitely breaking away from things that aren't serving your current energy, whether that be situations or people or just taking perhaps a health break. That's coming through as well. So the Moon card, 9 of Cups, 5 of Cups, you may even be revisiting the past in your mind, a situation that's been playing over and over again. The Justice card comes out again. So karmic justice really feels like it's playing out at this time. We've got the 3 of Wands moving forward and the 4 of Pentacles. So I feel that there's been a lot of introspective time with Scorpio, also thinking about how you want to build something, how you want to proceed, but basically holding on to your ideas, holding on to what's important, if that makes sense. Like keeping things private, more so than not. So let's clarify these cards because the intuition and cleanse and release is coming through really clearly when I'm looking at that 5 of cups. I feel like there is this energy of reviewing or something coming up from the past, right? Just something that's been on your mind, maybe something someone said to you or didn't say, or the way they acted. I feel like that's been bubbling up to the surface for Scorpio, and it's had you push away um everyone, actually, and that might not be true for everyone, but we will see. I've got the Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, and the 10 of Swords coming through. I feel like you are keeping to yourself maybe some things that are bothering you. The Chariot card and that's interesting. So as I was shuffling these on another deck, the 7 of Wands, I'm sorry, the 7 of Swords and the Chariot card flipped up, and those are two number sevens. 7 is a number of higher learning, but again, I just feel like you're coming to the truth of a matter. And again, trusting your intuition, cleansing and releasing. This really does feel like big decisions are being made by you, but behind the scenes, if that makes sense. Like you're really letting someone or something just play out while keeping an eye on it from afar, and maybe judging yourself a bit, and not necessarily in a bad way, but just that clarity comes when you're like, wow, I really should have seen something differently before. I should have acted on this differently before. But there's the difference here is that I don't feel that Scorpio is going after anyone. It's more or less watching it play out from afar. That's the energy I'm getting. So this could have something to do with, and I feel like this could be something to do within your family or people that are close to you, people that you see on a regular basis, like in a job, right? You're gonna have to figure out what that means to you, but this is it just feels close to home is the thing that, maybe not necessarily someone close to you just because you see them regularly, or just because they live under your roof, or just because, they are close in proximity, doesn't mean that you feel close in bond with this person or situation. But it really does feel like a regular energy in your life that is starting to play out in such a way that part of you is, glad you're seeing it for what it is. And another part of you does seem to be judging yourself a bit, like, I should have seen that sooner. I should have acted on that sooner. But as you will see in the next couple of weeks, in due time, karma plays out. Everything happens exactly how it's supposed to in this situation, and it works out for you. And you do come out on top. That's the energy I'm getting. Scorpio comes out on top because you keep distance and you allow this to play out. Because it's almost like this person or this situation continues to repeat itself, but you're watching it from a different perspective this time. So I'm not sure what that looks like for you. You'll have to comment below and let me know. But with that Justice card, I've got the 2 of Pentacles. So things really balancing out. And I feel like, again, this is you just balancing as well your emotions from a situation and your actions. Again, you're seeing this at arm's length. The Strength card comes through with the 3 of Wands. I think that this is going to take a lot of strength from you to maybe remain calm, remain still, remain silent, but allow it to occur. That's very important. Like, there's something here about not interfering in the very process that's taking place so that you can see exactly who and what you're working with. And this could be, because this is a general reading, this could be in many phases of life. You're going to have to see what that means for you. And again, if this isn't for you, then leave it for someone else and take what is for you. But again, it's a situation that's playing out at arm's length, but you you intuitively know that this person has also done this to you, or this situation is also played out in your life. And that hindsight is making you put a complete end to it with the 10 of Swords. So we go back to the cleanse and release. It makes it much easier to release something. With the 2 7s that came up here, that 7 of Swords is somebody lying, cheating, stealing, manipulating. And then with that 7, that with the Chariot card, that Cancerian energy, you could be dealing with a Cancer who has been acting in some sort of way against you, and you're seeing it play out. Or it could very much just be that you are emotionally invested in what's happening, but that Chariot card has you winning as long as you maintain a more neutral position, and things progress quickly if you allow them to. Don't get involved in this situation. Just watch it, like I said, from arm's length. And oh, what's interesting, I didn't even realize we've got the Chariot card again. So 777, that came out, I think, in one of our readings last week. So those numbers are, that reduces to 21, further reducing to 3. So that 1, 2, 3 energy, that pattern of progression forward. But everything here says that trust your intuition. A situation in your life is playing out so that you can release it with permanency, and so that you see it for what it really is. And keep your cards close. Keep your thoughts and your energy close to you. Scorpio, that's what's playing out for us. So I hope that that makes sense for you. I'm going to pull a card for our an empathy card. So see how we can better handle this energy as we watch something difficult play out. And like I said, if you have a few moments and you're interested, just hang tight and I'll have some updates for you. All right, Scorps, let's see. This reads release other people's emotions. And it says, ask yourself, is this emotion mine? Exhale uncomfortable feelings that are not yours so they don't linger in your body. Inhale light and space. Release, cleanse, follow your intuition, and know what is yours and what isn't. And the best way for me to sometimes discern what's someone else's stuff that I'm picking up on and what is my own is I sit with it. I sit with it, and I do look at it from arm's length. I try to watch it as the observer instead of the participator, if that makes sense. And I give it some days if I need to. I give it as much time as I need to, because if it is worth responding to, if it is worth a reaction of some sort, it'll be worth it in days to come. It doesn't have to happen immediately. All right, Scorpio, thank you so much for your time and energy. Remember that we are all stars from the sky with feet on the ground, doing the best we can with the information that we have. So be kind to yourselves and each other. And may the magic that we weave and the words that we speak bring healing to all those who seek it. Thank you so much for sharing your time and energy with me, and have a great week ahead. Now, for those of you that are choosing to stay on just to get the little updates, I know that I haven't been on as often and I didn't do our weekly reading for last week. But if you guys are on my Instagram or you look at the community post, you'll see that I try to communicate when I am having any type of mental health or physical health or any type of barrier come through. I'm very transparent with this community because you guys are very important to me. And so something is going on with me health-wise, and it is affecting my mental health in the sense that I feel less energetic. And so today I did have an appointment with my hematologist. Tomorrow I have one with my neurologist. I have a lot of, the physical vessel has a lot of competing health priorities, I should say, with the different things that I am healing from regularly. There are times it does affect my mental health. And, as we are also transitioning into fall and the days are getting shorter, this could be anything from an iron deficiency and me just needing to get a much needed infusion, because I generally get those quarterly. This could be just a little bit of depression person. It could be a number of things, but all I do know is that I am going to be as transparent as possible when it's necessary to just say as much. Like if I'm going to be absent for a little bit from the channel, or if I can't post as regularly, because you guys share so much of yourselves with me, I in turn share with you. So today you get me no makeup, you get me just hair up with the glasses. I didn't even notice that was the case until I was already done the reading. And I'm just a regular human doing the best I can with the information I have. So, no need to send me extra emails or write me and tell me that I'm not myself or that I don't look good or that I need to be careful with my health. As much as those are well-intended emails and notices from some of you, they can be not the most loving things to receive. Getting constant messages about the way I'm perceived can really affect me after a while. And, everyone will chime in and say not to let it get to me. But unless you have a channel where people are sending you constant messages, you might have difficulty understanding exactly the impact that it has. So while I am a strong person, I just have to say that words carry energy, and that's not an energy I'm choosing to receive. So when I don't reply back, that's mostly why it doesn't deserve a reply back, for lack of better words. So I'm rambling a little bit because I'm being a little bit vulnerable here, but I'm just trying to do the best I can to take care of myself. And like the reading said, keep myself at arm's length from some of the well-intended messages that actually carry quite passive aggressive energy with them. I'm also just taking care of my mental and my physical. So I hope all of that made sense. I went on a little bit of a roll there, but just trying to take care of me, and I will be on as often as I can with the energy that I have. Always know that I'm thinking of you guys, and I appreciate you so very much. Have a great week ahead and shine brightly.